The reason why I wasn't confident before, and the reason why most people aren't really confident, is because of the fear of rejection, right? The fear of rejection is what holds us back. The fear of our primal instinct is to not be rejected, to not want to be rejected. Being rejected feels like being outcasted. It feels like being alienated, which isn't good for survival of a human being, right? So our natural instinct is to ultimately fear rejection, to have a defense barrier to fit in more, because if we relate more to one another, we get on more, we work as a pack, and for society as a whole that makes sense. But it also means that a lot of people, including my past self, aren't really truly their authentic selves because of that fear. So you have to understand, first of all, that it's normal. Fear of rejection, fear of failure is a very normal thing. And we all have it to some extent, and we all did have it. Okay, no matter how confident someone is, everyone has that fear, and I still do have that fear myself as well. And I'd say I'm relatively confident as a young man. But what is it when we actually take a step back? When we actually when we actually think about it, right? It's an invisible cage. You can't see fear. You can't hear it. You don't know what it looks like. It's just there. You just feel it. It's a feeling. It's a feeling which your mind creates. It's a feeling which you create yourself. Now, if you have the capacity to create it, you also have the capacity to surpass it. Otherwise, your mind wouldn't be able to create it in the first place. So first, understand that when you feel fear, you have the capacity to feel it, and it might be very strong. But you also have the capacity to surpass it. You also have the capacity to carry on doing what you would have done without the fear. If you go up and you see a girl that you find attractive in public and you want to talk to her, it's a scary thing. For us guys, it's a scary thing. And the first time I tried to do it, it took me almost 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours to go and do it. The first time I ever did it. Why? Because fear of rejection. And the solution to this, and the reason why I'm making this video, the only way to get past that fear of rejection, which is stopping you from being confident, the only way is to sit in that feeling of being rejected. Is to experience it time and time again. The feeling of failure, rejection, to sit in it and to really feel it through and through and realize. Because what happens is once you experience it over and over again, and you sit in it and you feel it, you understand that it doesn't really exist. It's something you've created yourself. It's something your mind has created as a defense mechanism to survive in this world. So the most important thing that you can do for confidence, and I'm speaking from my experience, right? I'm just speaking from my lessons and my experience. And for me, the most important thing that I did was seek rejections. Seek rejections. Be open to it. If you live with an open mind, live with an open heart, you're going to get rejected over and over again in multiple different aspects of life. Whether it's approaching a girl, whether it's not being good enough, whether it's failing an exam, whether it's losing in a sport, whether it's not getting a job that you wanted. If you live fully like we're supposed to, you will get rejected over and over again in all of these different facets. And when you sit in it and when you feel it, you understand that it's not all that. It's just not all that. You know, you get rejected, so what? So what? Good. And it's really good that you do get rejected. It's really good that you do fail, because then when you succeed, when you get accepted, it feels a whole lot better. It feels a whole lot better because you've experienced the low, and now you want to experience that peak, and that peak feels amazing. That peak feels amazing because you've been at the low, you felt the low, you've accepted the low, and now you enjoy that peak, and you know the peak always comes after the low. If we were only living on peaks, on highs, there would be no highs, there would be no good, there wouldn't be no success. It would just be neutral, it will be numb, it will be dull. Those failing moments, those rejecting moments, those moments where we feel down are what ultimately make life good. So enjoy them. enjoy them, feel them, challenge yourself, accept them, okay? And move on with an open heart and an open mind. If you're interested in online one-to-one coaching, click the first link down below. Love and peace. Respect yourself.